Ladies and gentlemen, today, one of the most important philosophical questions of all time gets answered. This has troubled scholars for many, many a moon. The extent to which the New South Wales Blues women's side are going to beat the Queensland Maroons tonight. Is it going to be by 20 points? Or is it going to be by 30 points? Per chance, I'm hearing 40 and 50 from the audience. I think that we have to consider these things as legitimate factors here today. Hello, everybody. I tell you what. I have a love-hate relationship with this state of origin, right? I like just the concept as a whole. There are things I love about it. There are things that quite often I criticize about it. And yet when it comes around, oh boy, I'm here for it. I am so hyped for this. Looking at the poll that I put up on YouTube, 50% of you think New South Wales will win, and the other 50% of you think the Blues will win, which means 100% Blues, baby. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm excited about. There have been some changes to the sides that were initially named, and as the players walk out, I'll take a moment or two to show you guys. I will, by the way, put an actual poll up with both sides. But you're just going to vote for where you're from, realistically. So, the big change, aside from the teams that were initially named, is that Ivana Lolesio has been named in the centres for the Queensland Maroons. That pushes Shanae Shizuoka onto the bench. Other than that, they're good. They are pretty much as good as they were on Tuesday. They didn't name it on Tuesday. A couple of weeks ago. Anyway, we do only have the 4-player bench for Women's State of Origin this time around. As the Blues run out, look, they look so hyped about it. Let's go. Let's just get into it. I am watching this on 9 now on an iPad, so I might be more behind than usual. We will see, but I will let you know when they kick off, so you can sync up with me. Leaguie, did you actually make the poll by accident? No, I did it absolutely intentionally. Either New South Wales or the Blues. I will put up an actual poll. Sorry. Forgive me for having a bit of fun. A little bit of rugby league fun. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, State of Origin's around. All right, who wins this one? New South Wales. I'm going to put in a massive light blue heart. And then Queensland is the other option. Kiwi fruit. Hope you're happy. Yeah, the Blues! Yeah, the Blues! Alrighty. Alrighty. This is hype. This is so hype. This is the perfect appetizer. It's the perfect appetizer for the State of Origin season, that chunk of the year. We get to see two sides full of players who we haven't seen on our screens in a very, very long time. Finally coming out again, the best of the best, entertaining women's footy as well. Let's get it. Let's get it! Alright, I'm calm. I'm nervous. Actually, that's not true at all. I'm really not nervous. I genuinely have not had the thought this week that there is any possibility whatsoever that New South Wales won't win this game. If we lose this game, I really don't know emotionally how I'm going to deal with that, because it's just not even a possibility in my mind. Like, we're not even entering that level of like chance of it happening whatsoever. All right, happy 1 year of being my Twitch sponsor child. Only been a year. I'll tell you what, we've packed so many good memories into that. I would have said it was a lifetime. All right, Jessie Southwell. She's back in Newcastle after signing with the Brisbane Broncos to kick us off today. I'll let you know when the kickoff on my screen. Although it's on free-to-air TV, so you might find it hard to sync up with me either way. Anyway, regardless, we'll see how we go. Isabel Kelly, captain of the Blues, ready to go, nodding. Let's get into it. Decent crowd out there at Newcastle as well. Alrighty. There's the kickoff if you want to sync up with me. I'll get the timer up and running. Let's get going for State of Origin 2026. Brilliant contact there by the Blues early on. Brilliant contact. You just heard a Windows input sound. I heard it too. Jake has gifted a sub to Madsen. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, Jake. All right, we've been called back here. Is it a HI immediately? For, Jessica Elliston. I think it looks... Oh, no, it's Mackenzie Wheel. I thought Belinda Sharp said Jess. All right, what's the call? They're saying Jess, but it does look like Mackenzie Wheel is in trouble. Oh, yeah, she was kind of out on the ground there. Yeah, it was Mackenzie Wheel. It wasn't Jessica Elliston. Why don't you do this scoreboard every game, like for the NRL? It's so creamy, like apple pie on a Sunday. Because lots of effort, basically. It's easy to do it for State of Origin. It's not necessarily easy to do it for all the other teams. Off, send the dirty grubs off. Excuse me, mods, can we ban this Phantom guy? I don't know how to pronounce names of filthy Queenslanders, so not really sure how that one goes. Even Peter Salters says it's all legal. So, you know, if Peter Salters says it, it is gospel. This we know. All right, so Queensland continue their feeble and failing set out of their own end to start this game with a truly remarkable tackle by Millie Elliott and Olivia Koenig. Koenig being obviously a Dally M winner in the women's game, and Millie Elliott being a new mother, married to Adam Elliott. They've had their first child together. So very cool to see her back straight away into Origin for her first match off the pregnancy. Good tackle there again from Elliott. Might as well call Britton Nicola Jafar Jackson because he's going to moonwalk right into Queensland camp this year. EC eligible? I don't know what it is. Queenslanders can't sort their stuff out. Oh, we've knocked on immediately there through Abbey Church. Have we? Yes, we have. Damn. What I was going to say was they haven't... it seems like so many Queensland players who might be eligible under the new rule, we don't know. Like Tamalolo and Nicola. Kind of seems like they're both in some... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. That's all right. Look, that fullback's name is Abbey Church, right? Obviously, church has its religious connotations, and in churches, in Christianity, you believe in giving to the poor. You believe in helping out those who are less fortunate. So all she's doing is gifting some attacking ball to a side that's going to have incredibly little of it in this game.
Just redeemed, change the background color. QLD, baby, QLD.
Yeah, I'm a not do that, by the way. Probably should have turned it off. But I don't mind stealing it from a Queenslander. I don't mind stealing those channel points. That's one we're not doing today. 750 of them as well. I can give you a head dent check if you want. There you go. That's your compensation. All right. Dummy there by Upton. Tackle there in front of the sticks. 2 more to go here. Joseph won't be in a dummy half. It'll be Jada Ferguson. Oh, very, very flat ball there. I think they've scored there. Has she held the ball? I think she has. Oh. Ah. Oofed. Yikes. Ew. I don't like that at all. That's, That wasn't supposed to happen, really. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it very much at all. Ugh. Alright. 4 points to nil. Look, you would have said this. Unless the balls come free there. I think it might have come free. But anyway. You would have given Queensland a 6-point start anyway this game. Frankly, you would have given them a 36-point start. So, this doesn't worry me whatsoever. When New South Wales score play, we all bleed blue. Well, I do now kind of realize I didn't set up any sounds for them.
Smart guy yay just redeemed Pepsi Max sip.
However, even though I played it last year, I'm worried I might get copyrighted for it. Mate, where is my background color change? It ain't there because Origins. State of Oranges. I guess Lauren Brown's kicked a goal or whatever, like entirely irrelevant. Truly, like that entire half of the scoreboard today just has absolutely zero significance. If I was that side of the scoreboard, I would legitimately end my life because I would have zero purpose whatsoever. It's going to be entirely irrelevant. They could score 6, 12, 36, 42. If they scored 42, we would still score 43. It's absolutely inconsequential. So there's just like, I don't see the point in commentating it even. Once we reach that point, what's the, like, why? Why are we doing it anymore? OMG, you have a blue suit. Looks good on you, Dylan. I have many suits. I have a tan suit, a black suit, a navy suit, a green suit, another green suit, another green suit, a red suit, an aubergine suit, which looks kind of maroony. And so I bought it, and then I was like, oh no, I can never wear this for spiritual reasons. Nick Stabs quote, fries in the bag. Hey, shut up. All right, so they're on the fourth here. Sorry, the fourth? What am I chatting about? They're on the first here. They are about 35 meters out from their line. They're set in very good field position here after the back of the kickoff here, Queensland, up to the halfway line now. Put on the aubergine suit. Maybe not do that today of all days. So, don't think that's going to happen. They're all Connor, Madsen, all Connor. That's a shame, Watson. That is a shame. Channel 9 is truly one of the TV channels of all time. Well, 9 now, specifically. Can be a bit of a pain. Anyway. Tackled there, out about 30 out. Dean has cheered 1,000 bits. Wow.
This is so that Madsen won't ever catch up to me.
That's huge. Thank you so much, Dean. I think I kind of need it at the moment. Sorry, I'm just changing the volume I've got going here. Because New South Wales are well and truly on the rugby league back foot at the moment. Jesus, Isabella Kelly has nearly dropped that one as well, coming off her own line. We are under the proverbial pump, so to speak. Jesus. Jess Surges, the future Jess Talau, still 5 meters out from the try line. Surely a penalty, ref. This is absolutely disastrous. Yes, there we go. The righteous cause prevails once again as the mighty New South Wales Blues receive a rugby league penalty coming out of their own end after the filthy Queensland Maroons tried to commit illegal, heinous activities in order to stop their momentum from going downfield. It is the path of the righteous and just. This is... I get a donation for that? Really?
How long before 9/Kyo get the rights to everything?
I don't think they will. I don't think... I'm sure they have an appetite to, right? They do have the right to it, just not the live right to it. But it's such a big thing for 9. It's really their one draw card. So, yeah, they kind of need to keep that. All right, South one now. To find Isabella Kelly. She, I guess she passed that ball on. Kind of look like she lost it, but anyway. And now another penalty to the just and righteous cause of the New South Wales Blues. Rugby 02, I want a blue background today. For obvious reasons. I would have probably allowed it. However, at very first opportunity it was used, to change the background color to maroon. And that's like, I don't believe in hate speech. So I don't want to be promoting hateful colors on my streams. Ignore like all that side of the scoreboard. Like that has to be there.
Well, that's why you
but
get
the
big
rest,
bucks, baby.
yeah.
That's why you get the big bucks.
I think that was too long for it to read out. Anyway, something about the ACT. We'll never know what hit them because I don't hit those lesser than I am. Also, it already feels like a slap to the face in even existing should have been Sydney. I don't disagree. ACT's part of New South Wales and Rugby League anyway. All right, Southwell there, tackled. 2 more to go here, 10 meters out. Surely we strike back here. If we don't, it's just because we're taking it easy on them. Kernick close to the try line now. Keely Nizza, formerly Keely Davis. That is a name that I'm going to not enjoy commentating because it is dangerously close to a word that should not be said. Up in the air for Chapman now. I think it's been knocked on there by Jamie, unfortunately. Back off Queensland. Okay, I think they might review that. Like, it is... okay, I understand that Mr. Nizza, I believe his name's Cooper, couldn't change his surname purely for, like, for commentary reasons. However... anyway. My dad supports Queensland, and me and the rest of my family hates him for the horrific crime of supporting them. Even my brother, who doesn't give one bit about footy. Yeah, that's one of the beautiful things about State of Origin. It brings people who do not care about rugby league. Oh, they've changed the call. Who do not care about rugby league to rugby league and to watching rugby league. Yeah, I did, to be fair, call that Jamie Chapman knocked that one on.
Big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
Why is it not reading that out anymore? Anyway, it was how long until you get the rights to stream the Watchalong?
He's the greatest. He's the best.
There are a lot of sounds coming through. I think it might be because it's used... I know those words aren't banned. Anyway, I did get approached by a company actually the other day to show live sports on my channel and do commentary for it. But it's like 3rd division Lithuanian soccer. And I was like, I really only do one sport. And also it was like a mass email as well. So it wasn't specific to me, but they kind of made it look like it was. But then I could tell that it wasn't. So anyway, yeah. Inigo Montoya from the Princess Bride himself just says, go the Blues. And resubscribed for 2 months. 2 months! That's 60 days. That's a long time. And I'm glad that Inigo himself is a purveyor of righteous causes with the New South Wales Blues. Oh, Millie Elliott is down here off the back of that tackle. She is in a bit of a state here. By the way, so for Queensland, right, I personally believe that the best women's player in the world is Tara Nakin. And she's not playing today. She is out injured. So, like, they're doing it without Tara. Want that to be said. Not that I'm giving excuses to them. This channel has become a Roosters and New South Wales dictatorship. Yeah, look. Yes and no. During State of Origin time, frankly, I don't know what you expected. And penalty to the mighty New South Wales Blues. Granted, put it this way. I'm hamming it up a bit. I am hamming it up a bit. We are 10 minutes in. Just wait. Wait till we're 20 points behind. Imagine being so fragile that a hex code for a maroon feels like a coup d'etat. Imagine being so absolutely petty that you hate the fact someone is celebrating their own state. I just want to have, like, literally just my color in the background and you're like, hey, I'm getting all emotional about the fact I can't change it. Have a look at yourself. Have a good hard think about that. Process it. Snowflake. Sorry. I've got to turn that down. I've got to turn that down. That's so loud. That's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks. We're paying for a democracy, but we're living in a New South Wales police state. Yeah, get used to it, buddy. It's here to stay. Run there from Kernick. In fact, that's not Kernick. That's Yasmin Meeks. It's not Yasmin Meeks. It's Tiana Penitani. I'm sorry. They look kind of similar from a distance. They've all got the long, dark ponytail. Black ponytail. All right, solid kick there and behind from Southwell. It's been all Southwell early on. Not a lot of work from Jocelyn Kelleher, my personal favourite women's player. The kick was taken by Phoenix Rain Hippie. Now, that is not a name that I'm completely familiar with. Might have been another surname change. I don't know. I feel that I would have remembered if there was a hippie before. as a hippie enthusiast. Thoughts on the Blues? Can't stand them. Can you give us your thoughts on Jerome signing with Chiefs at halftime? Yes, I can, because it's a lot there. How many are at the stadium? We're looking at 5 figures for sure. Chico said, thoughts on last year's NRLW Grand Final? That's very hurtful. Very hurtful. You're a smart guy. How are New South Wales favourites when we lose more than we win? From a narrative perspective, shouldn't New South Wales be forever underdog? In women's origin or in men's origin? We're favourites in women's origin because we're objectively way, way better. The soundbite is so funny because it's in reference to Cleary's 2-point field goal that they still lost. I do not care whether they won or lost that game. It was the most clutch play I have seen in my life. Like, it absolutely is. Absolutely is. Doesn't matter what happened afterwards. That play was what it was. So, thoughts on Penatani Gray playing back row? Well, we've just got so many good centers. You do see a lot of women's players moving around different positions, which speaks to the fact that it's not this like rigid technical thing. They're just kind of footy players. I saw Corbin Baxter playing 5'8" last year and stuff. So, Church hit hard there. Does want to hold the ball in hindsight. Tackled there, I think it was by Phoenix Rain Hippie. Anyway, now for Jesse Southwell, who again will put a kick up. Again, it's not Jocelyn Kelleher. Underneath that one is, that's Phoenix Rain Hippie. So one of them is wearing a headgear, and it is not Phoenix Rain Hippie. Hip-Eye, is it? I guess it would be. Oh, no, Upton's in space. Oh, this is dangerous. Yikes. Why? Hang on. So, why are Queensland doing this, though? Like, how come they're able to? Why are we not stopping them from, like, clearly being on top? This upsets me on a very, very deep level. Oof. This is not 13 minutes I've especially enjoyed thus far. But anyway. Is Ella Costa playing? I do not believe so. I did not see that name in the team sheet. Oh, there's a knock on from Queensland. Have that. Get that up, yeah. Sorry, that's a bit that's a bit uncouth. I will admit that's a bit uncouth. I might be taking it a bit far. We're behind, and I'm a little antsy. Okay, I'm a little antsy. Women's game should be 80 minutes. Yeah, I don't agree with that just yet. I think the more you expand the competition, the more you sort of have to keep the rules the way it is. If you expand the competition, therefore have lower quality players coming through, but also make the game harder to play by making it 10 more minutes, that's when you will really notice the quality going down. So, it's tricky. It's very, very tricky. And yeah, that's the other side of that coin, Madsen, saying I think the NRLW season should be expanded. I believe in a future where they play... They are full-time professionals and they play at the same time as the NRL and are able to play each other, or play some teams twice and other teams once, just like the NRL teams do. And I don't think that's that far away. Like, I think it's 10 within the next 10 or 20 years we get that. But you can't expand it too quickly. We're nailing it right now with the NRLW and the speed at which it's growing. There's a kick from Kelleher. And it's been touched there by the fullback Upton, who does take it dead. Wow, there's a shock. Jocelyn Kelleher comes up with the best kick of the game so far. She's so good. This year, New South Wales is getting swept. Best believe. That, I really do not. Not even slightly, actually. I've never been more confident of a whitewash. Here's an idea. Only televised Roosters games? Yes. Yes, therefore, we are the only reference point anyone has as to how good teams are. Therefore, we will be the best team in the comp. They went short there to try and get it up over the touchline. Brilliant work there from Yasmin Meeks to keep it in field. Kelly's in at dummy half. Giving it now to Jesse Southwell, Brisbane Bronco, although that feels horrendous to say. All right, Nizar in at dummy half. Going to give it to the left-hand side. Southwell. Short ball to find her back row with their Meeks. Gets an offload back to Nizar. Now in the hands of Millie Elliott. Just hitting it up. Beautiful work. Halfway through this set. Within 10 meters now. Spread it to the right-hand side. We'll score through Chapman. Nizar. Getting it now to Koenig. Southwell. to Kelleher. Cutout pass. No, it should have been a cutout pass. They went through the hands. Cutout pass over the top to Chapman, whose name I... Why did that name escape me? She's literally, I think the most famous women's player in the game at the moment. Oh, and we knock it on. Through Kennedy Charrington. No, friend of the channel. Oh. And like, she's actually genuinely a Leaguie fan, Kennedy Charrington, which is remarkably flattering. But I think I've told this story before, but whenever I post anything, like a story or whatever on Instagram, thank you, MM Capea, for following. Yeah, whenever I post a story, I always look at like who views it, and Kennedy Charrington is just always randomly there. I'm like, great. Shout out to her. Jesse Southwell, up the Knights represent. I've got bad news for you, Rob. I've got very bad news for you. She is no longer a Newcastle Knight. The fact that it was Cherry is sad. It would have been sad if it was any of them, but yes, particularly Kennedy Charrington, friend of the channel. Oh, you are also randomly there, Dean, but with all due respect to you, I don't think you've played Women's State of Origin before. Yeah, Rob, she signed for the Broncos. Yeah. Like, I don't like it at all either, okay? I found it incredibly upsetting. But yes. As the Blues give away a penalty to Queensland, it's been... Like, we're halfway through this first half now. And I'm not comfortable. At all. I'm not happy. If Queensland get the next try, given that we haven't particularly looked like scoring, yikes. Are you going to game 2 of Women's Origin? No. Men's Origin, however, the Sydney game, I don't know, I can't remember which game it is, but the Sydney game, I think it's game 1, I am going to. So that's very exciting. That's a recent development. I actually said I wasn't going, but then my exam schedule came out, and I don't have exams yet, so I'm going to be at Origin. All right. So it's Ferguson in a dummy half to the right-hand side to find Tamika Upton. Now all knocked on there by their 5'8". That's who it is. I keep calling her as the winger, but it's Kiriaratu. Shante Kiriaratu. All right. A bit scrappy from both sides. As you would expect to see, it's been a long time since either of the sides have played. Well, any of the players on the field have played. And then also you've got the new combinations that are going to take some time to work out. But it's Origin. Stakes are high. They've got to sort it out. I think especially New South Wales. I think Queensland have been able to put some plays together, much more so than the Blues have been able to. How do NRLW contracts work? I've never been sure. Is it season to season? It was initially only 1-year deals. Now they have multi-year deals, like the NRLs do. Careful what you say. Lavender Bash will make a short on you. Wait, what did I say that was bad? Oh, the knock-ons. I'm defending them. The day an NRLW content creator comes for me is insane. that's when we know we've truly gone insane as a society. But anyway. Not going to change the fact Queensland has more Origins in both formats? Yes, which is the only reason why anyone cares about State of Origin. Because if the expected outcome happened, and New South Wales always won, as demographically we should, it would be a dead series. Because that's not surprising. Oh, you didn't? I'm just joking. Okay, you had me terrified that I had said something career-ending. Holy. Good tackle there. It was Apps on the winger there of... I'm going to say Hippie, because that's what Cameron Smith said. However, Hippie feels like the Anglo version. I think Hippie would probably be the Island version. But anyway. Can you change the background color to maroon? No, I'm going to not do that. Okay. So good tackle there from Surges and Kennedy Charrington. Played there now in the hands of, I think that's Robbie Teitzel. It's hard when you can't see the numbers of the players. It's been a while. Been a while since I've seen them. Okay. From Jada Ferguson now back to Keely Joseph, going back in sort of towards where the two markers were. It kind of worked out for her, actually. Got a fair few post-contact meters. Out of dummy half, Ferguson hits it. It's not the biggest kick, but it's just going to bounce down for Abby Church there. Tricky one to take. In fact, ends up going to Jamie Chapman. That worked really, really well. Chapman trying to get around them now. Still going here, Jamie Chapman. We've seen her score some incredible tries in Origin. Couldn't break the line there, but did well to get up to the 20. It was looking a bit rough there for a little bit. Then Jamie Frazard now. It goes to show, I think, something beautiful about rugby league. Because you've got Jamie Chapman and Jamie Frazzard on the wings for the New South Wales Blues, and like physically speaking, they could not be more different. It's like tall and big Jamie Chapman versus like little and more stocky Jamie Frazzard, and yet they are both brilliant in their position. Lashinsky used 20 bits and said, bro is turning into the rocket-powered mohawk of the NRL. I feel that I'm a little bit of the way off that. Like, got a way to go until we get there. But anyway, sure. And 732, thank you for following on Twitch. The ball finds the ground there. Tamika Upton couldn't take it cleanly. All going to be backwards, though. Nothing wrong with that. She dummies. She's just dangerous, Tamika Upton. I swear down. Swear down. Danny says, where's Kezzy playing? Can't tell if it's prop or lock. Well, she was named to play... Oh, no, of course she's named on the bench. I normally know as being a back rower, but I think... Well, Meeks is definitely still out there. NRL.com doesn't say who's on or off. Normally it does. I've refreshed the page. Oh, yeah, now it does. No, both back rowers are still on. The front rowers are off, so Apps is definitely playing in the front row. But Koenig's on, so it would be prop. All right. Jamie Chapman and Jesus Christ have the same initials. Coincidence? I think not. As does Jaden Campbell and John Claude. So, absolute possibilities there. They are endless. All right. Frassard now off the back of the kick. Oh, hit hard there by Keely Joseph, her former Roosters teammate. She didn't take well to that Frassard either. Good run there from Abby Church then off the back of it. Blues by 50. Well, it's not at present looking particularly like that will take place. However, I'm optimistic. Koenig, my favorite NRLW player. She is great and has a really, really good personality as well. She is funny as hell. I love her on the Say Less podcast. All right, Surges with a solid run up to near the halfway line. Still 2 tackles left to go here. There's an open short side. Kelleher's in a dummy half. Gets it now to find, I think that's Meeks. No, it's Gray. Haven't watched much NRLW before this. Who should I be looking out for? As genuine quality all over. I would say the number 7 for the Blues, Jesse Southwell, is an absolute young superstar and will be the GOAT of NRLW one day. Jamie Chapman, obviously on the wing, probably the most high-profile women's player, just athletically outstanding. On the Queensland side, Tamika Upton. Is she the Dalian winner, or was Julia Robinson the Dalian winner? I think it was Upton who ended up winning, because it came down to Upton, Robinson, and Kelly. So Upton as well for Queensland fullback. Brilliant player. Dean used 10 bits and said, for the blue feeling Blues. They are feeling a bit blue at the moment because they're behind by 6, but we'll get back. Very, very late offload there. Anyway, now back to find Tamika Upton. Dummies up to the halfway line now. So this is exactly where New South Wales were at this stage in their set, on the 4th at the halfway line. 5 minutes since the last stoppage. Oh no, fatigue alert. Fatigue alert. Have a drink off the back of the fatigue alert. Why don't you like Southwell, Watson? Do you love me? Says Bus. I love buses. I'll be real. I've got a little bit of autism. But not you specifically, unfortunately. Alrighty. I will time out thyself. Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing. I don't get why anyone would do that.
Roaming to Rome just redeemed Pepsi Max Sip.
I've got bad news for you guys, by the way. I didn't feel good about it either, right? And I feel dirty with it in the system. However, it was 50% off. And while Pepsi Max is objectively better than Diet Coke, it is not twice as good as Diet Coke. Therefore, the price did not justify the quality of product. I would like to apologize. And I do commit to not doing it again. Just never take it to her. Mum's the same, though. Hard to put it to words. She can also do some real dirty things. She is a fierce competitor. Absolutely fierce competitor. I'll give you that. There she is with the ball in her hand. Southwell. It's a good technique of it. Very, very high in the air of kicking the ball. Upton underneath it, though. Absolutely up to the task. Good tackle there from Kelleher. Love that. In this economy, I don't blame you. Absolutely. Have some pity for me. I hope Dom Young gives a restraining order to you. It's a miracle that hasn't happened yet. Absolute miracle. Yeah, boss, I'm going to say that you are he who was once known as Diddy in the chat, asking if if I love you. Short strength Coke is the best. Coke Zero is rubbish. I have not had soft drink with sugar in it, I think, for 5 years at like minimum. It's just, it ain't worth the difference in calories. All right, now on the last here. Kick here from Lauren Brown, firefighter. Shout out to her. Ball finds the ground. Yeah, these have been very good kicks. I think it's going to be forcing goal. No, it won't be. Missed tackle there. Missed tackle. Abby Church holds the ball. Oh, she's dropped it backwards now. Jamie Chapman picks it up. That could have been dangerous. Chapman down the sideline. Here we go. Jamie Chapman in a bit of space. Is she going to take on her opposite number there? Ends up getting tackled there near the halfway line. That's what we needed. It was Tamika Upton there with the tackle. Brilliant work there from Tamika. Awesome work. Can we shift the other side? We won't. We won't. So we'll just take a tackle there. That was a very good run, but my God, it could have been very, very ugly. Could have been a 6-pointer the other way with Church losing the ball there. Holy. All right, anyway, we're still going here on the third. We're now 30 out. That's the kind of momentum changer that can really, really benefit us. Higgins out of dummy half. Good run there. That's a solid 10, 12 meters. All righty. Here we go. Here we go. On the fourth. Come on, quick play the ball. Koenig to find Southwell, going the short side in the hands of oh geez, now that's going to be Isabel Kelly going away from wide. Is she going to be able to reach out? Not quite. Jada Ferguson just about stopped to 1 more to go now. Higgins back to find Southwell. She's going to put a bomb across field, you would think. She does. It's going to be for Penatani Gray. Ball finds the ground. Surges can't quite pick it up. I don't know what the ruling there is. I think knock on Blues. Yikes, there was a lot happening in that set. Here's what I will say. I'm glad it's only 6-0. I think 6-0 is a fair reflection of the scoreline. Even if we'd scored there, I think Queensland have still been on top. Something's got to give. Oh, how am I first? I'm never first. Something's got to give. I don't know. Why are you first? No one's donating on YouTube. They've all be coming through Twitch, so maybe that's why. Excuse me. Yeah, damn. That was credit where it's due. Good work from Queensland. We went side to side there. Lots of live play there with balls hitting the deck and all sorts of stuff. They managed to scramble very, very nicely. What are you watching the game on? 9 Now, the app for iPad. Thoughts on me going to the game tomorrow night? That's a shame you won't be in the stream. No. All right. Koenig there with the tackle. Played there by Joseph on the 40. Out of dummy half there. It's Emma Manzelman. I believe of the North Queensland Cowboys. She's a mechanic in her day today, which is nice. Oh, brilliant kick for Kiriaratu. Holy, that might genuinely be one of the biggest kicks I've ever seen in the women's game. It's going to go dead, which, thank God, but wowzers. I don't think I've seen a ball struck that beautifully in the women's game. Holy. Isn't it lovely without the ridiculous amount of 6 agains? Yes. However, if we get rid of the 6 again, they'll all just be penalties. Unless you make the argument that we're now getting 6 against for stuff that didn't used to be penalties. But technically, that shouldn't be happening. So, yeah. All right. Run from Jess Surges now. Up over the 40. Again, congratulations to her. Engaged with Tommy Talau, Sydney Roosters power couple. Shout out to them. Southwell now finding Johnston. Not Caitlin Johnson. I don't know what's happened to Caitlin Johnson. I think she got pregnant, but she used to be an absolute star for the New South Wales Blues. I don't know if she's related to Ellie Johnston. I don't think she's related to Ellie Johnston, but she might be, because I think they're both Sharks. Big penalty there given away by Emma Manzelman. I have a hot take. The 2-referee system was better. I don't agree. However, I can hear the argument. I just feel, though, again, like I talk about this from a media perspective. Even if we made that change, okay, we just shift the goalposts and focus on different problems. It's not going to change anything. A knock on there from Kezi Apps. Jeez, the errors have really been costing us here. You don't see Kezi Apps do that much. Jeez, the veteran. How long is each half? 35 minutes. 35 minutes. At the Leaguie, congrats on the thing on Sunday. Have I got something on Sunday that I've forgotten about? Or was this last Sunday? I can't remember what I did last Sunday. Bro, I can't remember what I did yesterday. Like, I live in this room and I make videos. That's my existence. Guess where I am from? I'm going to say you are from France. Louis Biel. Biarri. That sounds French to me. There'll be a surprise on Sunday for you. Oh, no. Oh, no. That does not sound good to me. At all, whatsoever. No, not happy with that. Tommy says, can I have mod? Probably not, Tommy. I think we've got enough mods for the time being, but thank you for volunteering. Leaguie, why does Women's Origin happen before the actual season starts? So that it syncs up with Men's Origin, so that they can go off the back of the marketing that Men's Origin gives. It's not perfect, but then also, like, if you had Women's Origin in the middle of the women's season, because their season is so short as well, if you take away the best players out of the NRLW for 3 weeks, I think there's only 9 rounds. Maybe 11 now. That's a big chunk of the season, so... Alright. Oh, not a take there from Fressard. They've offloaded back in field there, Queensland. Knock on there, Keely Joseph. Again, we survive. Kelly trying to get away from them here. Can't quite manage it. I, unfortunately, won't be able to reference her as a player playing today. However, Tavana Papali'i, shout out to her. Queensland, well, player. She's in the Queensland camp. Responded to me on Instagram today. It was nice of her to do that. Because there was a video on Channel 9's Instagram about... They were doing interviews with all the squad, and they were asking what your favorite meme is, and she mentioned this thing about a grandma and like a chainsaw or something weird like that, and no one else knew what the meme was, so I just said I would love to see at Tavana Papali'i's TikTok algorithm. She said, guys, it's funny, I promise. That was cool. I still, look, I am a big old 23-year-old man, and yet I still get hyped when a rugby league player replies to me on social media. So, the Charity Sisters did not feature me on podcasts. I don't know if they have guests on or if they just do it themselves, but they extensively read out my work. Again, we've knocked on here, New South Wales. Look at this. It was a pass. I mean, that was gettable there for Jamie Fressard. I want to look at the team stats because the errors, they haven't been good. Apparently, only 5 errors to 3. I struggle to believe that. It feels like it's been a lot more, frankly. A lot more. Blues are selling at the moment? Yes, sir. We've just got to make sure we get to halftime at 6-0 at the moment. And you're still dissing Queensland? Shameless? Shameless. I feel that it's shameful that you're not engaging in Origin spirit by dissing New South Wales. True story. These glasses, you know the little, like, cushion things that they have like there on your nose to like stop the metal from digging into your skin? Yeah, these glasses, I got them for free because they don't have those, and it really hurts. Like, I'm in searing nasal pain at the moment. Upton, they're tackled. I'm sure the pain I'm going through is way worse than what they're experiencing out there on the field right now. All right. Manselman at dummy half, going to the left-hand side. Brown back underneath. Rory Owen now. We'll just hold the ball. Won't quite get to the line, but there's still one more to go here. I am absolutely bricking it right now. Manselman for Upton. Gets a ball to find, I think that's Keely Joseph, and we'll just die with it on the last. Praise be. That was just absolute pride. Like, we've seen that in State of Origin before. Queensland just asked another try on the verge of halftime and ruin everything for us. What's happening to the Blues? Plays are on, but execution is just not there. You can rationalize that as being first half. You know, there's a lot of rust in there for all the players out there on the field. But Queensland haven't necessarily experienced the same issues. So maybe changing the background color to maroon would help with the pain. Maybe you can go... that would have been rude for me to say. Hey, Leaguie, would have been rude for me to say.
Rugby 02 just redeemed timeout somebody else. Legman Warriors fan here, can you please play the manly sound of when they score a try? Also, can you ban Lorenzo, please? I will happily ban Lorenzo. Frankly, I don't even need you to ask me to ban Lorenzo. I would just do that for the love of the game. Lorenzo deserves to be banned. He, like, you know how we have conceptions of, like, free speech and stuff, and then implied freedom
implied freedom of political communication here in Australia. That does not apply to Lorenzo. Lorenzo has violated so many conventions over the years that he does not deserve rights as a citizen. Here's the Manly sound. Oh, why are we losing? That hurts. That is deeply upsetting. Why is that the case? Romy Title's absolutely out of breath here. Yeah, wow. Thoughts on ScoMo? He was behind me in the turnstiles at Shark Park once.
420 just redeemed head dent check.
How is the head dent? I don't know if you can... Yeah, you can tell. Oh my days, you can really tell. You know, I said that they were missing the cushions. You can see the line over my nose. Ow. Oh yeah, because it's just on one side. It's just on that side. I'll take them off for half time. Holy guacamole. Jesus. Oh, to be a fly on the wall in Volandi's house as he witnesses a game with only one try scored at halftime. Volandi's doesn't watch the NRLW, mate. Like, I think we probably, like, I don't want to defame his character by any means. I think he's been incredibly good for the sport of rugby league. But doesn't strike me as an NRLW watcher. I'll see if we have time to get into the NRL grid. However, there's a big topic of conversation that I have not covered in a video that I feel that we probably need to talk about. Jerome Luai. I have been like, I should make a short about this, and I haven't sat down to do it, and now the moment's kind of passed. I've been incredibly busy, as always. But I'm really proud of us. I'm really proud of us as a community, particularly any of you in the chat who are West Tigers fans. I don't want to speak for you. However, I have a lot of friends who are West Tigers content creators, and I have not seen a single one of them be angry about this, and I feel they'd be justified to be angry about this. Jerome Luai is someone who talks the talk, and he's now leaving the club before he has delivered them even top 8 success yet. I know they're probably going to make the top 8 this year, the way it stands at the moment, but they haven't actually done it, and he's going to leave the club. He's still got this season and next, but still. Maybe he believes that he can do it in the next 2 years. Who knows? However, I kind of felt like Jerome Luai would retire a Tiger, so this does surprise me. But I said this when he left the Panthers. He's doing the thing you do in a player career mode, where you play for your, team that you came through as a junior, you win 4 titles in a row, you realize, okay, this is getting, not boring, but, a little bit kind of stale. I'm going to go to literally the worst team in the league and see if I can help them become good. And when Jerome Luai arrived at the West Tigers, he was bigger than the club, genuinely. They had won 3 wooden spoons in a row. He was an absolute, a big fish in a tiny pond. Now, he's leaving the club, and he's not bigger than the West Tigers. The West Tigers are going to be okay without him, I feel. So that shows that Jerome Luai has done the job that he came in there to do, and I think that that's an incredible credit to him. He's now, again, doing the other thing you were doing in player career mode, where I don't know any games where all of a sudden a team from Papua New Guinea comes in, but new club, expansion team in an absolutely rugby league mad country. He gets an opportunity to be the face of everything, to draw a culture over from both Penrith and the Tigers to Papua New Guinea, to drive the standards at that club and to get more and more high quality players at Port Moresby. I think that's incredible for him. I've always been a big Jerome Luai enthusiast, and I like him even more as a result of him signing with the Chiefs. All right. What's your problem with me? First at school, I cop it. Now I cop it here. It's not necessarily that I have a problem with you personally. It's that I have a problem with all Melbourne Storm fans, as evidenced in my latest video. Tiger says, I don't blame Luai at all. Anyone would take the deal to PNG and be a national hero. I think that the timing of it could distract from the rest of the year. That is very true. That is very true. They are going so well right now that it will be a media distraction. And if they lose, you know what the narrative's going to be. Jake said, People are dunking on him for that. I'm a Tiger for life. Sorry. They're dunking on him for that I'm a Tiger for life comment. It's obvious he wasn't serious. Well, yeah. Yeah, and he very appropriately responded to the comparisons to Lachlan Galvin. They're completely different situations. Galvin left immediately. Galvin was, I believe, contracted for another 18 months. Did not have the clauses that Jerome Luai has. Luai is instead given the Tigers a huge amount of notice, an absolutely huge amount of notice to bring in another player. So, yeah. I can't really fault him for it. Sea Phantom said, to be honest, call it controversial, but Luai wasn't brought to the Tigers to bring them to finals footy. He was brought them there to help fix their footy. The Tigers' improvement over the past few years has shown he's been incredibly successful. Internally, I'm sure that's true. Externally, I feel that the expectation was, okay, they haven't made the 8 in ages. They need to make the 8 with him there. That was always going to be the metric of success. I felt if he didn't do it in his first season, people would be dunking on him because people love to hate Jerome Luai. For some reason, wow, like who would have thought that society might not like an outspoken Samoan? Shocked me. Anyway, but I was actually quite surprised and pleasantly surprised to see that that wasn't necessarily the narrative. But I do think if, say, they miss the finals this year, miss the finals next year, I think there will be a valid criticism of all that talk, and still fundamentally, they haven't done what they set out to do. Hello, Dildas. I've seen enough of this team to be nervous at anything going wrong. The Tigers, yes, for sure. State of Origin says, can you play the... First it was Cowboys, then it was Queensland Maroons. I don't have Queensland Maroons. I do have Cowboys. However, is it not a kind of bad omenry? I feel that it's bad omenry. I did it for a donation, to be fair. So I guess I could do it, but I'm not going to do all the teams. I'm going to give you 3 seconds of the Cowboys song and nothing more. Come on, the Cowboys, come on. That's it. That's all you get. Can you pronounce my name? I think I just did. Dill does. Dill does. Dill does. Not anything else. Not does. But does. Oh, there's Taron Aiken on the screens. Oh, I miss Taron Aiken, bro. The best women's player in the world. And I love the fact that she plays for my Sydney Roosters. It's just a shame she has to be a filthy Queenslander. So who's the favourite? I don't know about Women's League. New South Wales. I think Queensland are about $4 coming into this one. New South Wales are just better. It's much like men's Origin, when New South Wales have the better side, and yet somehow Queensland just kind of win around as many series as the Blues do. Yeah, Lashinsky, I'm at the Leaguie on Instagram. Have you seen the videos of the guy in Walmart getting staff to page funny names like, oh, I won't say the word. I won't say the word. You're not making me say the word. But no, I haven't seen that. Wish Pani Hapawate was in this Blues squad. It's just a stats side. Like, Pani Hapawate is a good player, but I don't know who should get in ahead of, because, like, especially, I think, with the way that it's set up at the moment, there are quality players who have missed out today. Absolutely quality players. Johnny Strange, they're delivering a team talk in at halftime. I've told this story before, so people will know. However, he did once give me a list home from a game here in Canberra, which was very nice of him to do. Offered it to me simply because I was a Roosters fan, and I came up and spoke to him after an NRLW loss, and I was like, I think you're doing an absolutely tremendous job, despite the loss today. It was hilarious. I went out to him and I was like, I really love what you're doing. We had just won the premiership the year before, so I was like incredibly happy at all this, and gave him a lot of praise. And he said, did you see how we played out there today? Because we lost to the Raiders. Anyway. Hey, Leaguie, do you think the NRL Grand Final will be Warriors-Panthers? No. My preseason prediction was Panthers and Roosters, and I will stick with that. It's a complete biased pick. However, I think, if I remember correctly, we are the second favourite team to win the comp. Yes, we are. Oh, tied with Brisbane. But we're equal second favourite to win the comp. Lashinsky said, I think you should abandon Discord for Microsoft Teams. I have both, unfortunately. Leaguie, do you think the Dragons will win a game this year? Absolutely, the Dragons will win a game this year. You don't see teams not win a game. I was asked yesterday, which was the last side to go 0-8 to start a season? We had to go back a long way. I think it was the 06 Rabbitohs. Yes, it was the 06 Rabbitohs. Who I think ended up going 0-12. So that's the margin that they've got to avoid. You look like a Scientology worker. Apparently there's a Scientology thing here in Canberra. I've actually walked past it a few times. I don't know if it's abandoned it or whatever, but I have seen it. Jerome Lua, yeah, we just spoke about that, Danny. Just go back five minutes or so. Hello, Mort. Good to see you here, my friend. You remind me of Ducky with your bow tie. I've got a green bow tie as well. Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing.
Rondog 127 just redeemed Pepsi Max Sip.
Your wish is my command, brother. Leaguie, do you think Dolphins will make the 8? No. I'm going to say no. I tipped them for the 8. However, okay, Panthers will make the 8. Warriors will make the 8. I think Souths will make the 8. I think Roosters will make the 8. I think Broncos will make the 8. That's 5 teams already. I still think Melbourne will make the 8. So that's 6. Melbourne are only 1 win behind the Dolphins. Then 2 more spots. Sharks will be very, very disappointed not to make the 8. Maybe Dolphins and then that other side. But you've still got Bulldogs to compete with. Sea Eagles if their form continues. Cowboys. Raiders. You know, if they go minor premiers to missing the 8, that's a big slide from them. So now you think Souths make the 8? Yeah, I would say so now. I don't think it's by any means guaranteed, but yeah, sure. Leaguie's Big Toe says, I completely disagree with you about the international game, because Australia is the biggest rugby league country, so we could focus on Australia. We should focus on Australia. All right. Imagine that you have a rugby league team, right? And you've got one really, really good player who's like, he always wins player of the season, always carries. Pretty much the only thing to write home about in your squad. Should you be putting all of your coaching into him, ignoring everyone else, and just putting all your eggs in that one basket, hoping that he somehow continues to deliver what he does, even though he's already the best in the world? Do you try just get him like 0.1% better, 0.1% better, or do you invest the same amount of effort on making everyone else in the team 5 or 10% better? That's the analogy. Lily says, what are your thoughts on our Prime Minister being a dirty Rabbitohs supporter? Well, Malcolm Turnbull, before that, was a Roosters supporter. Well, ScoMo actually was between them, and he was a Sharks supporter. I'm mostly surprised that they're all NRL supporters. Like, AFL, I don't give you much thought. Like, I don't care about you. However, like, what are you doing? You've really been slacking off. Really been slacking off. Alrighty, we're about to get going for the second half. There's no points in the first half for the Blues. You know what? Like, at the end of the day,
there's got to be an investigation into this. There's got to be, someone's got to be accountable for this.
Let's see what they can do in the second half. We have liftoff, ladies and gentlemen. We have liftoff. Good kickoff. In fact, finds a bit of a bounce there. I don't like that at all. Why are we... we're coming out of our own 10 meters there. Do you watch cheese rolling? I can't watch cheese rolling, actually. I'm lactose intolerant. All right, run there from Penitani Gray. I have commentated her as Meeks every single time she has got the ball. Every single time. What's your least favorite sport? I probably one I don't know about. Will you swear when Doozy scores 3 tries? Yes, sure. If Chelsea later Doozy scores 3 tries, I will say a swear word. Are you going for the Blues with your tie? Just the tie? not anything else. Okay. Good take there from Robinson, but she is forced backwards there by Penitani Gray and Jessica Surges. Come on, girls. I want points. My millennial... I'm not even millennial, am I? I think I'm Gen Z. My Gen Z attention span is not up to this. I have seen 36 minutes with Run Rugby League try, and it was like right at the start. It was in the 2nd minute. Blues are out for blood? Well, I would hope so. I would hope so. Because this is a like almost must-win territory for the Blues, I'll be honest. Both of the other games are in Queensland. If we lose this one, we face having to win both Queensland games. That doesn't fill me with much excitement. All right, kick that from Kiriaratu. God, she can kick it, bro. She can kick it so long. Abby Church, we need Jesus at the moment, so she's the person that I'm looking to for points. Blues never won in Newcastle yet. Really? Damn, that is depressing. Maybe that's why there's not a massive crowd out there. Was that one locked on? No, it's okay. New South Wales cheated last year. Dirty players. Co-parter. Saw you on Big Les' podcast predicting State of Origin teams. I do feel Queensland can't pick both Ponga and Campbell on the bench as it's too late. I did say that. I said I wouldn't pick them both. I think they're too similar. If you're picking one, why not? Like, why are you picking the other? They bring the same thing. But it's a round table. The other boys outvoted. What's your thoughts on Marky Mark leaving? Not worrying about 2027. My focus, me and the rest of the Roosters boys, is just on 2026, mate. We're out for a premiership. Another great take there from Tamika Upton. Had Frazard right on her and was well up to that task. She's been safe as houses. I have a YouTube channel. Do you want to know the name? I'm going to guess that it's State of Origin Winners Queensland. Big Boy says, nah, bro, I'm unbiased, and then the fit he wears. I have never once in my entire 2.5 years of being an NRL content creator claimed to be unbiased when it comes to State of Oranges. Penalty? For what? For what? This is fraud. I'm sending it again.
There's got to be an investigation into this. There's got to be, someone's got to be accountable for this.
I have never seen such corruption in my entire life. I have never seen such corruption. Knock on there from Queensland, and that's rugby league gods. That's absolute rugby league gods. Hang on, the name of your YouTube channel is Logan Supports Cowboys 68-18 Broncos. I'm gonna be real with you, brother. I'm gonna be so straight up. Like look deep into my blue lenses right now, because I'm about to deliver you a hard-hitting rugby league truth. You gotta make that catchier. You've gotta make that catchier. That's not the most marketable thing I think I've seen in my days. We've got to just condense that thing. All right. Good pass out there to Jesse Surges. Can't get around Rory Owen. Rory Owen has done well to limit her involvements. There's a penalty. Surges was kicking around. It could have been on her. I'm actually kind of happy that it wasn't. All right. John Shiny Strange. He is the shiniest man I think I've seen, particularly in the NRLW. I wonder, at what stage, when a coach is sacked in the NRL, do we consider John Strange? Play Insomniac Spider-Man, please, on Leaguie games. I believe you would enjoy it, unless you've already played it. I would enjoy it. I'm still holding the kiwi fruit, by the way. I would enjoy it. I recently installed it on my laptop. It's not available on an Xbox, is it? Because I don't know about my laptop's ability to play a game and stream at the same time. I will need to look that up. However, if it can handle both, then I could do that. Hello, Dixon. Thank you for being a fan. I'm really glad you appreciate the content. All right. Chapman now to find Kelleher. We'll just run herself. There's a bit of room there. We got numbers. Come on. Chapman, close to the line. Sideline is right there for her. She stays to the field of play. That's what matters. But is shy of the line. Surges. Back to find Kelleher. Now in the hands of Higgins. In fact, it was it Higgins? Yeah, it was Higgins. And then Johnson. Come on, please, please, please. Higgins. For Koenig. Southwell. There's a play on here. Kelly's with it. Kelly's with it. Gets it out to Frazard. Holds it. Ah, she's so close, but she's not there. Holy, we're throwing some shape at them. Kelly finds Southwell. Puts a little kick in behind. Chased there by the Dally M winner Koenig of a couple years ago. But unfortunately, Lauren Brown watches it go dead. Damn, we threw some absolute rugby league plays at them right there, and they were still up to it. Oh, that was good. Personally, I believe NRLW needs a Tom Hazelton who wants to go bald. I reckon if Ellie Johnson shaved the head, the intimidation factor would go through the absolute roof. I would not I would not want to go near that. I would be like, oh, you are an absolute nutcase. I will let you through the line. Is Dixon Myers playing for the Roosters? Says Dixon Myers. I'm going to say no. Another knock on there from Queensland. Let's go. I should really stop reading out every single name, because they're probably going to be rude at some stage. New South Wales need to score next to keep momentum. Keep? What do you mean keep? Bro, we haven't got momentum. We need to get momentum. But yes, we do need to score next. I think a lot of our confidence could completely go if Queensland score next. Been getting so used to high-scoring games in the NRL, this low-key feels weird. It does. It does. But I like it. Hello, Mason? Oh. How is that a rude name? Sorry, I'm looking at what the League Express said. How is... I can't figure that one out. Anyway. Alright. Kelleher into the line. Come on. Lorenzo might be ahead of me. I don't know. Because he's claiming brilliant defense. And I still see New South Wales with the ball in their hands. Higgins fighting Southwell. Are they going to get it out to Kelly? They're not going to get it out to Kelly. Meeks gets it out to Church. Now Kelly's got it. Alright, back towards the middle of the field. In the hands of Koenig. Jeez, one more to go here. Come on. Short ball. Apps can't get there. That's how it's a rude word. I guess my my accent doesn't make it work though. Dixon Myers just isn't. That doesn't work, does it? You are really behind. Look. I can try and just close the app again and reopen it, but 9 now says I'm watching live. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't know what I can say. I've closed it and I'm opening it again. I'm seeing penalty New South Wales. We have had everything our way in this half so far. Can we please get some points? That's what, like, I just want some rugby league points, bro. Look at that. Contact from Kelleher. Kelleher. She is Kelleher. Go to the toilet and we will score. I would not want to miss that. Yikes. 9 now is massively behind Channel 9. That is grim. Alright, push back then. Come on, please. I want to try. Just one try. Just one try. For now. That's fine. Short ball there from Southwell. Finding Kessie Apps. We've had all the chances. Ball's a bit loose there. They're pushing Apps backwards. Ball comes free. And it's going to be a penalty. I think that's lucky. I think that's very lucky.
Well, that's why you get the big bucks, baby.
Apparently, we've scored a try. I'm watching us get a penalty. Channel 9, look, I have aspirations one day of maybe working for you, so I don't want to slag you off too much. However, they are like a set ahead of me. How is this... Bro, okay, here's what I'm seeing. Olivia Koenig taking tackle 1. It sucks. I think there are challenges, yes. Now for Johnston. Okay, so she gets an offload away. Now in the hands of Apps. So I'm at least 2 plays behind you. This is incredible. Here, close to the line. Higgins gets it to Johnston. And now we score. That was like 30 seconds. Oh, wow. Okay, at least we got one. Let's go! Hell yes. Finally. No, that is absolutely absurd there from 9 now. Wowzers. Look, why are you not even watching? Why are there 47 people watching my 30-second delayed reactions to what's happening in Newcastle? Damn. Roosters to win a premiership or Australia to lose the World Cup? It would depend who Australia were to lose the World Cup to. If they lost it to New Zealand, I would absolutely rather a Roosters premiership. If it was Tonga or Samoa, I would have to give that some serious consideration. If it was like Papua New Guinea or France, I'm taking that. Tiger, I might get copyrighted. I don't want to. Missed conversion? Sick. I'm watching a Harvey Norman ad. Did we really miss that conversion? We were so close. Put that under the sticks, basically. Like, almost, kind of, a little bit. Was it Kelleher kicking? Kelleher would never miss this conversion. Not a chance. Not a chance she'd miss this conversion. Surely you don't get copyrighted? Unfortunately, Tiger, surely, just saying surely something happens isn't really a legal defense. Alright, so it's going to be Southpaw with a kick. Hits it. Bang. I was lied to, by the way. I can't believe that they'd do that to me. That was so incredibly rude. Why would you lie to me? Why would you lie to me? Alright. We are locked up there in Newcastle. 6 points apiece. I mean, New South Wales, we have been absolutely handed a path back into this game. Let me tell you, because Jesus, there's been penalties, there have been errors, there have been absolutely everything in our favor. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Who lied to you? I don't know. Someone said New South Wales misconversion. Oh, it was you. It was you. All right. I'm calmer now, but it's a different kind of nervousness. It's not the nervousness of being behind. It's the nervousness of, oh, okay, now kind of next score might actually win this game. Can't kill a cane toad with bug spray. Yeah, well, because cockroach, that's a famously easy thing to kill. What happens if no one else scores? I think Golden Point. I've not watched the Michael movie. My favorite Michael Jackson song, if I can count Jackson 5, it would be ABC. For sure. Field goal territory, I wouldn't mind it. If the chance presented itself, stick your nose in front. Just get that beak and just stick it in front. Beautiful kick there from Kelleher. Beautiful kick. She's so good. You lot are going to get timed out for spamming the blocks. State of Origin, winners Queensland. I mean, I could ban you for misinformation because of that username, but look at this. This was hip eye taking it, knocked it backwards. That is rough. Very rough. Leaguie, so my sources are telling me this game will get delayed because of an alien abduction, causing the stadium to get ripped from the ground. Oh, and also the Roosters win the World Cup. You spoke about McDonald Jones Stadium getting abducted by aliens, and yet somehow that still wasn't the most confusing part of your statement. I find that impressive. Great take there from Church. She did indeed have the power of the Catholic religion. Supporting her there. That joke is never going to get old. We're in great field position here. Let's just hold the rugby league footy, huh? Oh, we got a whistle here. Forced to go back and play it. Solo Zero Sugar hurts. Does it? I've got 3 bottles of it in my fridge. That would have been nice to know beforehand. Are you timing me out? Why? I'm not timing you out, but I will time you out if you keep doing the blocks, the color blocks. You can do it when a player gets sin binned. All right. All right, come on. Come on, Blues. Here we go. All players have been used except for Tegan Bluesberry. Shout out to Tegan Bluesberry. Well, the game hasn't really called for Tegan Berry. I don't know. Anyway, we've got numbers here. Oh, no, now it's Tegan Berry. She's out there on the field. Well, knock on there from Kelly. Sidelines beckoning. I think, yeah, it's going to be knock on Blues. So wait, hang on. What has Frazard come off? I'm looking at NRL.com. No. Well, okay. NRL.com has Jermaine Frazard as on the field. However, it has Tegan Berry's off the field. So, yeah. Remember when we see a red line on a Legman stream? They're rare, as you know, at the best of times. But then, it always seems that when I don't stream, there's a red line. Yandians, thank you for following on Twitch. Queensland to win State of Origin 3 in a row, or South Sydney wins the premiership beating Roosters in the final? Queensland winning 3 Origins. Easy. Easy question. The Roosters are my number 1 over the Blues, without question. Lorenzo, I'm aware that you have followed before. Oh, what a hit there from Penatani Gray on Tamika Upton. Is there a leak because you have some serious drips? So true, my king. So true. However, I don't look half as good as the mighty New South Wales Blues players out there on the field, showing us how this game is supposed to be played. That was potentially a dangerous tackle. Kelleher was like, oh no, oh no. It worked out. It worked out. Okay. Kick there from Lauren Brown. Madsen says, I think it's a Queensland clean sweep this year for the men. Given that Laurie Daly is our coach, that would not surprise me. You know, I'm in a weird position with the men's state of origin where if we lose, at least we sack Laurie Daly. At least he's gone. If we win, like, yes, that's a good thing. And I am hoping that we win, obviously. But we still have to go through more years of Laurie Daly. Potentially 2 more years of Laurie Daly. Because if we then lose the series after, they might be like, oh, yeah, but he won us a series. Like, I don't know. There's a part of me that wants New South Wales to lose, and it's because of this coach. And that's shocking to me. All right. Nizza is back on, and it's on me half. Giving it now to Olivia Koenig on the 4th there. So there's 1 more to go. Wasn't really a good run there from Koenig. Nothing really doing. Nizza gave it then to Jesse Southwell. The kick is not very deep at all. It's going to be a contest. Tap back there, I think, by the Blues, but Surges has knocked it on. Georgie's NRL has subscribed over on YouTube. Sorry I missed that. Thank you so much, Georgie. Shout out to you. Laurie Daly, #1 hater. I wish that was the case, but no, it's not even. Bro, you wait. You wait until, if New South Wales lose game 1, you wait until the shouty NRL Instagram creators get a hold of that. Wait for it. I'm not one of the shouty NRL creators. I'm not. That man does anger me, though. So Frez is playing in the middle, which I imagine was the plan, because that's why Tegan Berry would have been included on the bench. Loz is a dinosaur, should stick to his Tab Corp job. Yeah, given that all he did between being one of the least successful Blues coaches in history was read out betting odds on NRL 360 and the Matty John show and do a radio show in the morning. And we're like, yeah, let's bring him back. That makes so much sense. Boyd Cordner needs to be Blues coach, okay? He does. Kick there from Lauren Brown. It's going to come back there, I think, off the Maroons. 1 more to go. Now it's charged down. Knock on, I think, there from Queensland. That was a knock on, but anyway, they've got away with it. Beware the 3rd kick. This is going to be a tricky one. It's going to trickle over the sideline, I think. Yes, just about. Wow. I think Queensland knocked it on earlier in that, but anyway. Who's better at fullback, Walsh or Ponga? Walsh is. Thoughts on McFlurries? I haven't had one in about 10 years. Channel 9 is very hard to watch now that I have KO. Yes, it is. Could be worse, dog. We had Tavita Pangai Jr. in an Origin jersey. Had some genuine howls with the team selection. We didn't pick Terrell May last year. I can't get over that. I really can't get over that. Make Jono Loves Holden's the coach at this rate. I love when you say stuff like that, Tiger, because I know maybe 2 other people watching this stream will get that reference. In a video that I made, probably sometime last year or the year before, I made up a fake YouTube account called Jono Loves Holden's to cosplay as one of the, like, you know, car profile picture guys. It's like, oh, Matt, I could play better than 3 scores, Matt. And yet Tiger Walker remembers the name. So anyway. All right, Johnson. We have not got much go forward here. This is the 4th. We're going to be kicking from about 35 or 40 out. Ford is eligible. Ford would be in my side. All right, kick from Keely Nizza. A bit ambitious, but she's chasing it herself. It was weighted not quite well enough. Not quite well enough. Upton does very, very well to leave that. A few more meters on that, and that would have been a beautiful kick from Keely. France to host a Rugby League World Cup or Messi watching an NRL game? Absolutely France hosting a Rugby League World Cup, without question. Without question. That's costly because, okay, 14 minutes to go now. We're not a million miles away from field goal territory. How much... You know what, actually, okay, this might be a grand strategy from Andrew Abdo. if the scores stay like this and one of the sides wins by a field goal, say Queensland win by a field goal, the scoreline would be 6-7, which I think would be the only way of getting the red-pilled male youth of today interested in women's rugby league. If they were like, oh my god, yes, it's women, and I have incredibly harmful views about them. However, I think that would actually get them into it. While I was saying that Queensland knocked on, but fundamentally that's a less important thing in the outcome of this game than my theory. Also, Swility coming in as 18th man after manslaughtering Walsh is in between. I mean, Swility was a good player. I agree. Let's do it. I mean, I don't want it to be Queensland, though, to be clear. Do you own RM Millions boots? How much money do you think I own? Oh, beautiful run from Isabella Kelly. Oh, she's knocked it on. Jeez. Kiriaratu now up to the halfway line. I thought okay, this is great. We're in great field position. Oh, Kelly's hurt. Kelly is hurt. Yikes. Now it's going to be Queensland with all the field position. Cam Murray for Origin? Yes. One of the first picked. Absolutely. That sucks for Kelly. Oh, she lost it because of the pain she was in. I can kind of understand that then. Up to now. Jeez, we're struggling to contain her. We really are. Come on, knock it on one more time, please, Queensland. I beg. I beg. Come on. Ellison now. And a dummy half is Jada Ferguson. Oh, there's a lot of room out there to the left. They don't go that way. Oh, no! Oh, Keely Joseph. Whoa, she's knocked it on. Oh, when she wound it up there, I was like, okay, we've just conceded a try under the sticks. What a try saver. What a try saver. Joe, look, I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. 9 now is a fundamentally absurd application. It's so far behind. It's so far behind. And I don't have Channel 9 normally. I don't have a television. Oh, they did hear me. They did. Wow. Wow. We have had some narrow escapes here, ladies and gentlemen. Very narrow escapes. Carl Flanagan for 18th man for Game 2. There was a world, believe it or not, in early 2020, about 4 to 6 rounds in, where there was a genuine conversation as to whether Kyle Flanagan should be the New South Wales halfback. A lot of people forget that, but it's true. It was there. How many people there? I'm going to guess 15,000 are there. $20,000? Let's go. That's a good crowd. 20,000's good. I'm happy about that. Kelly seems to be all right. Oh, offload there from Surges to find Kelleher. Surges ends up in the tackle anyway. Joseph is done? Wait, was Joseph hurt? Oh no, now Joseph's done. Sorry, I didn't see it yet. Yeah, she's out cold in that tackle there. Keely Joseph. Yikes. They should have brought 1 game to Canberra instead of 2 in Queensland. They had, back when it was just 1 game for Women's Origin, they had it in Canberra. I went there. Yeah, that would be nice, actually. GIO Stadium's a good spot for it. Legman, you should play Minecraft. I used to like it when I was a kid. I don't know. It's not that I'm too old and mature for it. I literally still play... Oh, they're calling for the stretcher. I still play it like Mario Kart, so, you know. But, I don't know. It's maybe not my thing. There are real concerns about Keely Joseph here. There really, really are. Women's Origin has come a long way from when they used to play it at North Sydney Oval. The NRLW has come a long way. Women's Rugby League in its entirety has come an incredibly long way. Why would they have the only Origin game in Canberra? Because it's technically neutral territory. It's ACT. Like, man, you should play Mario Kart on Leaguie games. I'm actually so good at it that I don't feel that it would be appropriate for me to show the internet how good I am at that game. Simply because it would lower the credibility that so many Mario Kart speedrunners have. Why is she injured? I believe it was just a head knock. Chico says, honestly, we should win this year. If we don't, Loz is a domestic terrorist for the second time. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we will win State of Origin. And I always think we will win State of Origin. But I mean, I've said my piece on Laurie Daly. Yeah. It was a neutral game technically, but the crowd was so New South Wales aligned. I mean, it was. I mean, ACC being literally surrounded, as you would know, Watson living here, by New South Wales. That will obviously be the case. Tiger says, I could easily defeat you in Mario Kart. Hey, Tiger, I feel that you don't know what you're talking about when you say that. And so I wouldn't be making claims that are so unsubstantiated in a public forum like this, because you're someone with a channel, with some sort of public-facing reputation to hold up. And at the end of the day, if people see you saying things like that and know what an absolutely absurd and ridiculous statement that is to make, they will not care that much about your opinion anymore on your videos. So it could potentially hurt that. Yeah, player just got knocked out cold, but yes, Channel 9, I want to see Americans dunking a piece of chicken. I did feel that, getting the McDonald's ad immediately. Yeah. Anyway, they've got an opportunity there to get a few more $1,000 or whatever. I could easily defeat you in RL26. That I don't doubt. That I do not doubt for a moment. So Keely Joseph comes off the field. She's a premiership winner. I think 2-time premiership winner, to my memory. Has won Origins. Big part of Queensland's side. Unfortunately for her, off for the rest of this game. Alrighty. 11 minutes 42 to go. The game is absolutely in the balance. This has been one for the purists. I think it's field goal time now. Give it to Watchalong Kelleher. Give it to her, bro. Give it to her. Give her the pill. An attacking ball, and we will go a point ahead. Guaranteed. Easy as you like. Absolutely gutted. McSmartmeal's going away in June. A moment's silence, please. I'm going to mute the music. A moment's silence for the McSmartmeal. Okay. Maybe not the best thing to do after ANZAC Day. The last post for the McSmartmeal. Okay, good kick. Again, it was from Kelleher. I'm just saying, like, I always say the praises of Jocelyn Kelleher, but...
Shikoe 420 just redeemed Pepsi Max Sip.
Chelsea's looking for a head coach next season. When you're applying, why would Lenarduzzi of the Queensland Maroons be looking for a head coach next season? I mean, I've done FIFA career modes with Chelsea before, if that's what you mean. Okay. Leaguie be a terrorist or a South fan? Why have you used synonyms there? There's a run from Lenarduzzi. Tackle there on her 30. This will be the last there. We've got good field position. Like it's okay field position. Good run from Chelsea Lenarduzzi though. So much space in front of Kiriaratu. Hits it. It's not the deepest kick. She's done better than that before. Tegan Berry takes it. Please, let's just complete a set here. Oh, she doesn't really run low and hard there, but Berry up to the 40. I don't mind that. Chelsea needs a dagger. I understand that reference. Run now from Isabella Kelly. What does that mean? State of Origin winners Queensland? Okay, on the third, we're up to the 40. And again, you have to remember, they can't slot them from the range that the men's players can. However, a couple of good runs here. We might be set to go. All right, Koenig now. We'll just hold that ball. Can she get an offload away? She can in the end. Southwell, they kind of overran it there, the edge players. Meeks will actually do quite decently there. Get it up to about the 20. Look at that. Still going here, Yasmin Meeks. Come on, field goal now. Slot it now. Southwell, yeah, she's going to go for it. Oh, and it's low, hard, it's being charged down. Oh no, Queensland are going to recover this, are they? Oh, she does. What a play. Is that Destiny Brill? No, it's not Destiny Brill. She's the 19th player. Who was that? Oh, maybe it was Destiny Brill because of Killy Joseph. Thank you, NRL.com. Yeah, it was Destiny Brill. NRL.com still says Destiny Brill's off the field. Wow, what a play that was from Destiny Brill. That's massive. That's massive. That could win them this game. Genuinely. Holy. All right. Ferguson will be in a dummy half here. Leonard Ducey is just kind of staying in the tackle of a good friend, Millie Elliott. One more to go here. Okay, Ellison, that's a good run. They're in very, very good field position here for this kick. I have a feeling they miss it because of what Lorenzo just said. It goes to Lauren Brown. She hits it. And it's wide, thank God. Ooh. Thoughts on Luai and AJ to PNG? I didn't talk about AJ, but if you go to halftime stream, you'll be able to see Luai. Yeah, Lauren Brown. I think she nailed a field goal. Was the game 3 last year or maybe year before actually to win them the series? All right, I'm not reading the chat now because I'm getting spoilers, which is not the way it should be. For you guys to be watching it at home, then have enough time to type out a message. Think of a message and type it out. Then send it. Then for it to come through to my laptop before I've even seen that thing happen is absurd. But anyway. All right. I'm not looking at the chat anymore. Nizar in a dummy half, giving it to Jocelyn Kelleher. We've got numbers here. Potentially, his tackle there is Surges. All right. On the third, Chapman's in a dummy half. We're in very good field position here. What a set this has been, Kelleher. 2 more solid runs, and we can set it up for a field goal from right in front. Good run from Kennedy, friend of the channel. Shout out to her. On the 4th now. South Wales, she goes now. Hits it. Hell yes! Hell yes! The goal from Newcastle on our home territory smashes that one through the sticks and smashes the New South Wales Blues to their first lead of this game and a lead of the State of Origin series, I think. I hope. We'll see. Long way until full time. But hell yeah! Hell yeah! Apologies to my neighbours, if any of you are watching. Whoo! Are you watching on TV? I am watching it on 9 Now, which is the mobile app. Still 5 minutes, calm down? No. I'm going to celebrate when my team kicks a field goal to take the lead. I muted you because I realized you were around of me, but I forgot that you were very expressive. I am very expressive sometimes. What a scoreline. All right. We've got 6 minutes to defend. Again, I'm going to just avoid reading chat because we are very much at squeaky bum time now, and I'm not looking to have this spoiled. Oh. Off the feet of Southwell. Peter Saltis knew exactly what he was doing there. Yeah, they're having a laugh about it. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, now it's ruined. Oh, yeah, sorry, the field goal. I forgot to put that on the screen. I was too busy celebrating. Good point. That looks so much nicer. So much nicer. All right. Nizza now for Charrington. Good run. We need to see one more solid run. Tuck it. Run it hard. One out running. And then a kick from hopefully Kelleher. Maybe Southwell. Alrighty. Keely Nizza in a dummy half. It will be Southwell to kick. That's a good kick. That's a very good kick. For the debutante of Hippai. Alrighty. So, there's 5 minutes left. We might be able to limit them to, I would think 3 possessions, realistically. I don't think we can get them to just 2. The scoreline is promoting brain rot, but I think this is it. This is the conspiracy theory. To get the male youth of today to watch women's sports. I think that's why it's been set up like this. Okay. In a dummy half there, Lauren Brown. To find Julia Robinson. That's a good run there from the Brisbane Bronco. A solid 20 meters nearly. Alrighty. Now a run from, I think that's Destiny Brill, who came up with such a good play before. Knock on! They're surely going to go for, they're going to go for a captain's challenge. I feel that they might actually win. Destiny Brill is adamant here. Absolutely adamant here. This could be huge because if it's a penalty, we could be in trouble here. We could be in big trouble. Yeah, Millie Elliott kicks it. Penalty Queensland. Huge. Well, this is their best opportunity now for Queensland. Lauren Brown, you don't think she's going to miss a second if she gets a shot? You don't think she misses a second? They might get a try. Oh no. Oh, I'm suddenly so much more nervous than I was 30 seconds ago. Why does the Captain's Challenge have to exist? Why does the Captain's Challenge have to exist? Okay, I'm not reading chat. Okay. Ooh, my heart rate is through the roof right now. It is Louis through the roof. In the dummy half is Jada Ferguson. Ball now finds, I think that's a Tessa Pula. Yes, Sydney Rooster. Shout out to him. Good tackle there, but it took 4 of them to do it. Yikes. Okay, they get it to Lauren Brown now. They're going to spread it out the back. They will now through Kiriaratu. Takes a tackle there. That's the third. Might go for it here, potentially. Ferguson. They're not set up for it. This will be the setup play. Yeah, through Leda Ducey. That's what you got to do. Now they'll have a shot at field goal, you would think. They're set up for it. They're set up very deep for it. No, Ferguson out of dummy half. Has she scored? No, she's been stopped. Holy guacamole. Oh, rugby league. Oh, they've gone for the try. Offload away. In the hands of the Blues. Ball comes free. So just holds it. They've absolutely butchered it. They've butchered it. Why? I say this so many times. So much when we're watching the NRL. And regular viewers of these streams would know this. Why do teams not take the field goal? Why do they not set up for the field goal when so obviously the option to go for is the field goal? What are they thinking there? What are they thinking? Okay. Calma. What were they thinking? But you see the men do that all the time, and it makes no sense. On the third, hold it. Run low, run hard. Great work there from Koenig. 2 more to go. Nizza finds Southwell. Will tuck it and run herself. Oh, got away from the fullback there, but tackled by Lauren Brown. Just run it into a corner. Don't even kick it. Just run it into a corner. Keely Nizza gets it to Kelleher. Will put a kick in behind. Force a dropout potentially. Yes. Okay, that's even better. I wasn't even going to try that. Whoo. Okay. What a run from Southwell in there behind Maroc. Okay. They go short. They go too short. Calma. All right. We got 1 minute 10 to go. 9, 8, 7, 6. Calma. 5, 4. Bro, just put it in the hands of Jocelyn Kelleher. I just want 5 runs that's just Jocelyn Kelleher and then a kick on the last from Jocelyn Kelleher. Unless you score a rugby league try, by the way. Could happen. Keely from dummy half. I mean, I don't mind running it for dummy half, bro. Do the quarterback kneels until the clock runs out. That's all I care about. Plays it. Now for Kelleher. Oh, nearly a knock on there from Southwell. She did very well. Johnston hitting the line, walking backwards there. Oh, what a game of rugby league. Keely in a dummy half. Now to find Koenig. I'm nervous. Actually, that's not even true, but I just want it to be over. I'm not nervous. I'm very happy. Johnston. She holds it. I hate that Channel 9, that 9 now is so far behind. 1 minute behind is crazy. I know. It really is. Southball gets it. They're just going to go through the hands, running it down. Oh, geez, that could have been intercepted there. Wowzers. Surges will score. Yes! Yes! Woo! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, the girls! Yeah, the girls! What a way to end it! What a way to end it! Oh, yes. 11 points to 6. Keep to come.
That's why you get the big
New South in your mouth. Said New South in your mouth. Shout out to you, Jake. Shout out to you. I'll play the song. I'll play the song. Bro, we'll play it. We'll play it on the outro because I don't even care if I get copyright claims at this point, bro. I do not care. We all bleed blue, baby. That was dangerous. That was not a good play to end that game because if that had been intercepted. Woo! Look how close this was. Well, you're a minute behind, so you would have seen it, but that was close to being intercepted. It really was. Wow. First stream with no donos? Well, it was a lot on Twitch. Twitch just kind of carried today. Surges with the dummy and going over for it. Let's go. Let's go. A bot comes in and says best viewers and then a website, but that is false advertising because I already have the best viewers. And that's you guys. Lorenzo says, I don't care who wins this thing. Yeah, well, it really seemed that you cared when Queensland were winning. Classic Queensland spirit there, by the way. Love that from you. Your team loses by 1 try at the end. And you're like, actually, I don't care though. Like, I never cared. It's a true story. Never cared. Southwell with a kick, unfortunately misses. 11 points to 6 it is. 11 points to 6. Hell yes! Let's go! Let's go! What a win! Look, there were, I'll be real, a lot of points in that game, a lot of stages, I mean, in that game, where I thought we weren't going to win this. I had lost a lot of faith. I had really lost a lot of faith. Chico, why are you spamming? That's not very nice. But what a win. Bro, this Queensland team is here. Like, it's good. It's good. But there can only be one winner, baby. And that's us. That's us. Should we send it? Should we send it? You know, here's a fun fact for you. You want a fun fact? I'll give you a fun fact. I have a dating profile on Hinge, and at the bottom, like, you can include a video of yourself. And I have a video of myself from Game 1 last year in State of Origin, in my old room, dancing to this song, wearing these sunnies, wearing this suit jacket. So you know what? Why don't we send it? Why don't we send it again? Let's go for it.
40 years ago today,
let's put the score on.
Body took a swipe at me.
Yes! Woo! Let's go! Let's get it! Oh man! Oh, that's you tell you what, like that pump that into my veins. Pump that into my veins, baby. That's what I need in my life. Woo! I hope I don't get copyright claim for that. Wow. Alright. Oh, that's exhilarating. Okay. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. So, I will be streaming tomorrow. I will be streaming on Sunday. Unfortunately, not Saturday, including the Roosters game. Because I will be doing a building dinner here in my building, unfortunately. But, that's okay. We'll still get hours and hours of streaming on Friday and on Sunday. Until then, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Should we play it again?
It was 40 years ago.
Let's play it again. I'll send you out with this is the outro song. Thank you all for being here. Up the Blues. See you later.